You mentioned yung ano, no, yung party list system, which as we all know has been hijacked long ago by these political dynasties. And incidentally, that is also one of the three priority measures, at least according to Malacanang, that the Marcos administration would want passed under this term, yung
That's
pagreforma sa party list law. Okay. Ang isa ko pong tanong, no, ah, please explain to us, no, sa mga hindi familiar sa naging proseso, deliberations doon sa 1986 Constitutional Commission, bakit hindi ginawang specifically exclusive yung party list system sa marginalized? I mean by the letter of the law. Kasi nakalagay po rito, no, shall be elected through a party list system of registered national, regional, and sectoral parties or organizations. And I understand this was basically interpreted dun sa pinakahuling Supreme Court ruling, yung atong paglaom case.
the
So
Paglaong
ang
case.
ang ang tinuturo nila yun yung letter ng constitution eh. Hindi exclusive sa marginalized sector yan. National and regional organizations pwedeng makilahok. So bakit po hindi
Yeah.
ginawang exclusive?
Well, you know, people mistake when you say marginalized, they mistake it purely as an economic thing, like income. No, but when we say unheard of, not being heard, or marginalized, it can also apply to an ideology, to a definition of what democracy is and how in the way our government is formed. So it what we're saying in the party list is we should be able to hear not just the poor, but the ideas, the ideologies, and so on that are being offered to us as choices, to see whether there are better choices that we haven't tried. That's why we have to listen to everybody. And that's what is meant by marginalized, not only in terms of income, but in terms of being heard by the whole.
Mm. Again,
Yeah,
yung una kong
that's
tanong
that.
sa inyo no.
Ang tamang desisyon is really the Paglaom case, because first of all, it corrected the two mistakes made in Supreme Court decisions, like there must be uh, a number maximum or limit to the number, plus there must be a, uh, a percentage at the bottom. But so you figure it out, you will never get 20%, right? So that is that was solved by the Paglaom case. And I don't think that people are interpreting the ruling in the Paglaom case correctly. They should ask Justice
Carpio,
Carpio.
who wrote it.
Yeah, yes.
Mm. Eh,
Pero sa akin, there should be no limit of three, because the party list is a system of proportional representation, correct?
yeah.
If
Apo.
if uh, if if a party or group parties have group of people, on one advocacy, have 10%, have enough for 10 representatives, they should be given 10.
Mm.
Kasi ngayon, 3 lang, tapos yung 7, kung kanino nila pinagbibigyan, doon sa
I-distribute.
bottom pa. Yung bottom
Mm.
pa, binibigyan nila, o dagdagan mo ito, pasok na ito. They don't look at it from the point of view, is the party or proposal, ideological proposal and all that, have they been given the voice that is their vote?
Mm.
Dapat
Yun nga po.
10 din. So the three amendments, uh, forget about the three, just proportional representation, give them the number of seats by their vote. Number two, lagyan natin ng anti-dynasty provision. And number three, sabi nga ni ruling justice, sabi ni Justice Carpio, na yung track record of advocacy can represent a party. Hindi
Mm.
yon. Dapat yon, the one who should represent a party or a movement should be a generic fact, the member of that party. It should be, kaya nangyari tuloy, yung anak ni President Arroyo, who lives in Forbes Park, represented tricycle drivers. Hindi ganon ang intent. And it was Justice Carpio who said that phrase should be taken out of the law. So those are the three amendments I think are necessary in the party list.
So ang amendment lang will be the party list law or the constitution itself?
Well, there should be a constitution itself because iba yung party list law, right?
Okay.
Kaya lang dapat there should be a there should also be a in the party list law there should be anti-dynasty.
Opo, sige.
Three
Package of
amendments.
reform. Package
Yeah.
of reforms dapat, no?
Yes.
Ano lang, doon sa mga viewers natin, baka medyo technical sa inyo to, no? Kasi meron pa akong follow-up question kay Attorney Monsod, no? Again, looking back, no? Mukha bang, would you consider that also as a mistake? The way that particular provision on the party list system was phrased. Kasi, ang talaga understanding niyo, yung ang pinapaliwanag niyo, hindi lang ito, ano, yung marginalized, hindi lang siya concentrated din sa economic, no? So, nandun yung
Yes.
ideology. Pero
Yes.
since the party list law was enacted in 1995, basically nangyari, talaga naging opportunity to for political dynasties to hijack the system. And how about the idea, sir, na ganito, no? Maganda sana merong party list law, party list system para yung mga wala masyadong pag-asang manalo pag lumaban for district representative dahil mayayaman yung mga kalaban nila. Meron sanang puwang sa kanila. Yun yung 20% ng House of Representatives being the party list system. Hindi po ba
Yes.
na-defeat yung purpose nun? Dahil nga dito sa mga nakikita natin, after the Constitution was enacted.
Yes, of course. And also the interpretation, the provision that it's limited to 3, no matter how many votes you get. Parang
Yeah,
the votes for 7, all of a sudden is looking for seat, right? And who gets the seat? Did they, for example, ask the ones who got the 10, if the one that the ones that are being given the seats are consistent with their advocacy? Hindi eh. Correct?
Opo. Hindi, pero yung tanong ko, would you also consider yung phrasing ng party list system sa 87 Constitution also one of the biggest mistakes?
Well, you can call it a mistake. As I explained, our mistake was we underestimated the ambitions of politicians for power and money. We assume that they will enact the proper laws at the proper time.